Hey, we are live for some Mediterranean salmon tonight. Let me show you what we got here. First, I'll show you directions and the ingredients. Very important to see. So take a quick screenshot if you want to have a copy of what I'm making right now. Mediterranean salmon, as you know, this is for 4 servings. We're actually going to do it for 2 servings, but we're going to keep most of the rest of it the same. So, a couple things before I get started. If this is your first time following me, please let me know. Say hello. Would love to give you a little shout out. Number 2, if you guys can share, because I don't have location on, and if you don't have location on, it's really hard to get people's attention on Periscope, I found. So if any of you guys are interested in cooking and you know other people who are interested in cooking and healthy diet, please share tonight's broadcast. So just to go over the ingredients quickly, we have a couple of pieces of fresh Copper River salmon. And Copper River salmon is in Alaska. It's only available for a certain part of the year, and this is that part of the year. You'll notice there's a very, very red flesh that it has, much redder than most other salmons you'll find in the grocery store. So if you see a salmon in your fish department and it's really red, it's either had coloring added or it's the real deal Copper River salmon. What we're going to be doing is, well, let me just start off by saying that the first thing I did is put a little salt and pepper on here, and I coated the pan with some olive oil spray so we don't have any of the fish sticking to that. Now, I left the skin on. You can kind of see it right there. You could skin it before doing this, and the recipe actually called for that, but I decided to just go with it as is rather than kind of butcher it. But skinning it, it's a pretty simple process. I'll probably show it to you guys one time when I have maybe a bigger piece. And then in addition to that, we have some cherry tomatoes that I've halved. These are farmer's market fresh, and just picked them up yesterday at the farmer's market. We have some capers. We have some Kalamata olives, some diced up zucchini, and a tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil. And then this is going to get all mixed up, put onto the fish, and we're going to bake that up. In the meantime, while that's going to get going, we're going to have some broccoli and zucchini that we're going to do in a kind of an olive oil stir fry. And then on top of that, we're going to make a fresh ranch dressing made out of, wait for it, Greek yogurt. So I actually make my own Greek yogurt, and we're going to make a ranch dressing out of that. So, good stuff. I'm going to have you guys be over my shoulder here so that I can get to work. This won't take long. I'll bring you in as close as I can get you. And again, anybody who's coming in late, if you are interested in sharing this, that would be a huge help to me, because I don't have location on, and people just aren't going to find me without location on. Lynn Rose, thank you for joining. I was just saying, if you're interested in inviting people, that would be great, because I don't have location on, and people are going to have a hard time finding me without location on, but I'm at home, and location is creepy at home, so I turned it off. So we're going to get right to it. We got the salmon right over here, waiting to go into the oven. What we're going to do is very simple. I've prepped most everything already for you guys. So what we're going to do is just take all these ingredients, and I'll get you right in up on the action here. Hey you, cool to see you. We met at yeah, Lynn. Lynn, yeah, I know. I remember from last night we were talking, in fact. Good to see you too. Thanks for jumping in. So I'll try to get you in as close as we can here. Do a little zoom. That should be about good. So again, these are some nice farmer's market fresh cherry tomatoes. Got a nice mix here. Cut them in half, and the yellow ones are the real nice sweet ones. So if you're ever looking for good sweet cherry tomatoes, I recommend the yellow. So those are going to go in, and then I've finally diced up some zucchini here. So we got that in. We got about a tablespoon. Bob Doyle is watching too. Cool. Oh, nice. Very good. Very good. Me and Bob should talk. So this is about a tablespoon of capers with the juices left in. And we'll throw that in. And then I have some Kalamata olives, which the recipe actually called for like canned olives. But hey, this is, you know, the real deal Mediterranean style. So I just went with the Kalamata instead. And that's probably a little bit, maybe about just shy of a half cup or so. And then we're just going to throw in about a tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil. So in that goes. And this is going to be super fast, guys. So again, if you guys want to see more of this, if you like it, definitely heart it up and invite people because I've just found that it's hard to get people's attention without location on, and I don't have it on. So we're just going to do a quick mix here. Get the olive oil basically mixed up with, I mean, look at these colors. This is incredible. This is the thing about the Mediterranean diet is it's super healthy. Okay, no problem, Lynn. Thanks for showing up. I enjoyed seeing you. So, super healthy and super flavorful, which is my favorite thing. When you're on a diet, you don't want to have food that doesn't taste good. And the best thing about the Mediterranean diet is with all the fresh herbs and fresh spices and vegetables and such a variety of food, you get tons of flavor. So all we have to do is take this mixture and throw it in right over the top of our salmon, like so. And that's why I'm saying this is like super easy stuff, you know. I mean, anybody can do this. I'm not a chef, and you know, it's just very simple to do, and that's the beauty of it. So there it is, and we're going to be popping this straight into to bake here now at 425. And I'll put that in. We already got the oven preheated, so that's ready to go. And that's going to go in for about 22 minutes. So I'll quickly set this. I'm going to actually set this to go off at 18 minutes so that I can check it and make sure that we are okay. And especially since the recipe calls for 4, and this is actually just 2 pieces. So now we're going to make a fresh ranch dressing with Greek yogurt. So here's the yogurt. It's pretty thick. I make my own yogurt. It's probably a little thicker than the store-bought stuff. So what I do is I'm going to throw it into this container here. And then what I'm going to do is kind of water it down just a very, very little bit. So, oh, I got a little piece of zucchini in there. All right, so I'm going to throw just a little bit of water in here so that it kind of about maybe 2 teaspoons is all I need to put in there. And then what we're going to do is just quickly chop up some vegetables and herbs. So I have a couple of green onions in here, about a tablespoon of dill, and a couple of garlic cloves. So we just quickly throw this on. And see how we're doing here. Looks pretty good. Just give it another quick spin. So this just goes right in with the yogurt, which has a little bit of water added to it. And try to get as much of this in there as we can. Again, the beauty of the little mixer, the little chopper here, is that you don't have to do it by hand. So it actually makes things very simple. And then what we're going to add to that is about a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of garlic salt, 1/4 teaspoon of paprika, and about an 1/8 teaspoon of fresh ground pepper. So we'll throw that in. And then all we're going to do is take this little convenient, handy container that I have here, give it a nice shake. So you can use this as a dressing for a salad, or what we're going to do is we're going to put it over our broccoli and zucchini. So that'll make a nice healthy topping to give a little flavor to the veggies that we're going to have as a side to the salmon. So that's it. I will throw on another broadcast here once the fish comes out and once I have everything plated, and you guys can check that out. In the meantime, I will also be putting this on YouTube, so look for the YouTube version. And I think we're good for now, so I'll talk to you later. Bye.